Hi, welcome. My name is Nicole, and I am here with a message. And this message is one that I felt compelled to come and talk a little bit about. It was one that I got a real powerful revelation on, and it may not seem like one that is mind blowing, but I think that is something that you really should take the time out to really think about, because it is something that we take so lightly. And I'm just gonna, get into a little bit about what the message is about, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it. But I wanted to come and talk about what the enemy has been using that we really take so lightly, but he's really been using this to wreak havoc in our lives. And his tactic has been, or his access point has been, through disobedience. So we listen to disobedience and we hear it so much, and I don't think we realize the amount of weight that it holds. But the revelation that I received on how it's one of the main access points the enemy used to steal, kill, and destroy. John 10:10 says, "The enemy come but to steal, kill, and destroy." And disobedience has been one of the main ways that he's done it. And when you really think about it, disobedience is also rebellion to God. So he's always given us a way out of different situations. He's always forewarning us before we put ourselves in certain situations. But our disobedience and our rebellion to his commands and his instructions causes us to still go against that word or that command and do what we desire to do, which ultimately allows the enemy to have his way in our lives. Ultimately gives the enemy a foothold in our lives. And he's been using this tactic to steal from us. He's been using that tactic to kill and destroy us. And I just felt like again, this is not something that we really, we really realize that it really holds a lot of weight, and or this insight or knowledge holds a lot of weight, because we just think, oh, God told us to do something and we chose not to do it. And it's the smallest things the enemy would use to wreak so much havoc in our lives. So we may think that, oh, God told us to get up and, he told us to not attend this function or this event. And we're like, oh, but I really want to go. It can't do much harm. But you'll be surprised at what that one act of disobedience could lead to. And the thing is, you think is innocent, but the enemy is sitting back, waiting on you to do it, waiting on you to make that move in disobedience, so he can come in and do and take and carry out his agenda in your life. And when we begin to understand that, it doesn't matter how small, the disobedience may seem, or the act of disobedience may seem, it could be huge when it comes to what the enemy is using, what his agenda is in coming against you in your life. So a small act of disobedience can cause big issues in your life. The size of the act of disobedience has absolutely nothing to do with the amount of consequences that's going to come with it. So we have to understand that, especially if you're one that you try to do, or you try to be as obedient as possible to God. The enemy is just sitting there waiting on one little mess up for him to come in and just have his way in your life. And we really have to understand, get an understanding on what God means. Remember, the thing is, all sin is sin, and disobedience is a sin. And in Deuteronomy 28, it speaks on what happens when you don't obey the commands of God. So whenever you're disobedience, the enemy now has a foothold in your life to cause those curses to come upon your life or to wreak havoc in your life. So we have to be very, very cautious with what we're doing, and we have to learn how to be, obedient people, obedient children, doing what God tells us to do, and understanding that if He told us not to do something or to do something, it's for a reason. God doesn't do anything. He's not his, his instructions and his assignments and the different things He asks or have us doing. They're not empty. It's a reason behind it, and not all the time do we understand or we see it, and we don't have to, but we have to understand that if He's telling us to do it, it's a reason behind it, and we should just do it. And He sees what we don't see. He knows that the enemy is lurking. He knows that he's roaming the earth looking for, someone to devour. God knows that. We forget it sometimes because we get so caught up in the things that are happening in the natural, and we think certain things are innocent. And it can seem innocent to you, but the enemy knows that one little act is going to be enough for him to come in and either cause a delay or destroy something that you've been working so hard for, or you've been expecting. So we have to be very, very careful with what we're doing, and what God, being obedient, and trying not to rebel against the words or the commands that He gives us, because it's not just God in the equation. It's not just about, we can just go and repent and everything just goes right back right away, or we go and repent and everything. It doesn't always work like that. So I just wanted to come and really give a little insight on this, because I myself would think that, it's just, I'm just gonna do this. I know God said no, but then it ends up blowing up in my face, or it ends up turning into a bigger issue. The same as, say for an example, when He tells you not to speak about something, and you decide to go and just tell this one person, and He told you don't speak, don't tell anyone, because He knows who you have around you. He knows what you have around you. And if He's telling you not to say something or speak about something, it's for a reason. And we have to understand that. We don't have to always know why. We just have to know that if He's telling us not to, He knows the reason why. And it's an act to protect us. So, the enemy throws different things in our way, and we don't realize that. Again, we think things are innocent because we're just looking at it from a natural standpoint. But the whole point of certain people coming into our lives, or certain things being thrown in our way, was to distract us and to get us into disobedience. So I pray that I got the point across, and this will bless someone. Whoever listens to it, this will be the word that you needed to hear. And until next time, you have a good one.